What's up, YouTube? It is your girl Cece coming to you live and direct from my bedroom. So, today I wanted to talk to you guys about black women and a disease called Cushing Syndrome / Cushing disease. I want to talk to you guys about it because I have been diagnosed and dealing with it for the last 2 years and 3 years, and it has completely ruined my life. And I guess I'm just now getting my life back on track, kind of, sort of. Well, in 2015, I moved to Korea with the military, and I moved to South Korea. And I guess I had symptoms previously, but they weren't as bad as they got when I moved to Korea. They got extremely bad. Like, I'm talking about, my body was swelling up. I was gaining a ridiculous amount of weight. Like, I went to Korea 140 pounds, maybe 143 pounds, my normal, because I do work out often. Because I used to always work out. So I work out often, so it was always easy for me to keep weight off or keep my body slim or keep my body thick or whatever the case may be. But in a year's time, I blew up like ridiculously. I don't eat meat. I'm a vegetarian. I don't drink a lot. I do drink, but I don't drink like a lot. I don't drink sodas. I don't drink a little bit. Like, I mainly drink like juices and like shit like that. I drink a lot of water. So it was really weird. It was a really, really weird situation. So when I got diagnosed with it, of course, I didn't know what it is or what it was. So, being that I don't know what Cushing syndrome was, the first thing I did was what? Google it. And when you Google it, it does not give you all of the specifics. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I've had a lot of friends and a lot of family Google it, and they're like, oh, well, it's not that bad. This is what can happen. When in all actuality, a lot of stuff that I've realized is missing from it is the major parts. Cushing syndrome is a disease where your body produces too much cortisol. And when your body produces too much cortisol, which is in a way steroids, your body, it develops a lot of fat. Well, when it develops a lot of fat as well, your body swells up. And anything can target it. Anything can target it. Like me, a lot of times heat, the sun targets it a lot for me. If I'm doing too much moving around, it targets it for me. If I'm really stressed out, it targets it for me. And a lot of people are different. Again, I've never heard of Cushing syndrome before I've gotten diagnosed with this. So it was definitely something new to me. But again, I Googled it and I was like, okay, I'm going to be fine. This is all I have to do. I have to do that and I'll be okay. But that's not what happened with me. Again, with the Cushing disease, it can produce tumors. And with the tumors, it can produce cancerous tumors. And with the cancerous tumors, that can produce cancer, of course. So what happened with me is I have a tumor in my gland, and it's at the bottom of it's in my brain, but it's not in my brain. It's like at the bottom or the tip, you can say. And they're trying to figure out where it is exactly or what they can do to remove it. Because right now, I'm pretty much living with it. And what I mean by I'm living with it, I'm still in pain sometimes. I get headaches. My body aches a lot. I swell up under by any means. So I can have on this shirt that I have on now. And of course, now it's normal. It fits. But in an hour or so, it can my body can swell up to where it won't fit me anymore. And I have to take it off and put on something else. So, yeah. So on top of the medical condition and on top of the medical aspect of it, it does a lot on your mental, because mentally it is so draining. Mentally, it is so stressful. And again, as a black woman, as I said before, and I've stated before, depression is something that we fight with, something that we're not allowed to have, something that we don't, allow ourselves to let people know that is the thing. And unfortunately, that's what happened with me. I was going through a depression. I'm still going through a depression, but I was going through a depression by myself because I didn't want anybody to know. I left social media because my hair fell out. My teeth were falling out. I gained like 100 and something pounds, and I was just depressed. My marriage, of course, my marriage it took a big old toll on my marriage, because naturally so I don't want to have sex with my husband. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out in public. I don't want to hang out because I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed. I don't feel pretty. It's a lot of stuff that goes with it. But Cushing's syndrome is a horrible disease. And I'm determined to beat this shit. I'm determined to not let this shit kill me. I'm determined to not let this shit like get me down. And I'm determined to win at the end of the day, because I have kids to look forward to. I have kids to take care of. But the worst thing that I hate about Cushing's syndrome that people do not realize is that you can die from Cushing's syndrome. It's not like it's something that you can't die from. You can die from Cushing's syndrome. It causes cancer, which within hands kills you. Cancer is not a joke. It's not a game. No one knows where it comes from. So therefore, quiet as kept, you can say Cushing's is one of the reasons why people have cancer. All these people can have Cushing disease or Cushing syndrome, and no one knows, because we don't know where it comes from. But Cushing is a deadly, mentally, emotionally, and physical disease, and it's horrible. Again, as I always do, I always open myself up to conversations. Email me, talk to me about it. The link will be, my email link and all my social media links will be in the description box. Make sure y'all holler at me if you guys want to talk about it. Again, it's hard to get diagnosed with Cushing syndrome. It took me a whole entire year. I got diagnosed with Cushing syndrome in 2016, but I was having all of the symptoms, getting all of the tests in 2015. And May 2016, I got diagnosed with Cushing syndrome, even though April 2015 I was having all of these symptoms. And I feel like I was going insane because I didn't know what was wrong. Like, I felt like I was going crazy. No one knew what was wrong. No one can give me anything. No one can tell me anything. But now we know. I also plan on, I work out a lot now still. I know that I can't control the weight, but I do know that I can have some kind of control, because I need to have some kind of sense of control of my life myself. And I'm not ashamed of it anymore. I know I'm not, it's not because I'm eating burgers all day. I don't eat that kind of stuff. But I know it's not because I'm eating burgers all day. And it's not because I'm just lazy, or it's not because anybody that knows me knows that, my mom and my dad are both fit. Like, they both have nice, my dad's actually overly skinny, like, because stress, but he's overly skinny. My mom, she just has a big butt, but she's skinny. So I know that it's not me. Oh, you're just fat. I know that's not the case, but anybody that knows me on a personal level know how I feel about not being healthy, and how I feel about my appearance, and how I feel about how I look. So yeah, my hair is growing back. Actually, it's looking good so far, kind of, sort of, I guess. The medicine that they had me on, it was making my hair fall out. Radiation was making my hair fall out. It was a lot going on, but I'm getting better. And I just felt like I wanted to share that with y'all, because I feel like it's important for y'all to know that I am fighting a disease. I am fighting a deadly disease. And I'm going to continue to fight this deadly disease. And I'm going to continue to fight it. And I'm going to win. It's not like I'm going to lose. So losing's not an option. So, as my sister used to always tell me, positive minds move forward. That's something I always think about when I'm sad, when anything. It's just my sister telling me that, because that's what she used to always tell me. Even when I used to call her and tell her how scared I was, and she was on her dying bed, but she was always there for me. So I feel like I owe it to her not to be and soak up in depression, and not to just be like, oh, I'm dying, and oh, I'm scared. Because at the end of the day, she sacrificed a lot for me to be alive, and sacrificed a lot for me to make sure I have a lot that I need and wanted. So I feel like I only owe that. So again, subscribe, like, comment, say whatever that is that you need. Me and Charles will be coming with another video very, very soon. We're going to start trying to make videos like every 2 days, or like twice a week or something. But it's hard when I have my spells and I just don't want to do no videos. I don't feel like doing anything. As y'all know, I don't wear makeup. I don't do any of that. So it's hard, because sometimes I just feel ugly. Like, I just be like, no. Or I feel bloated, or I feel like I'm blown up. Like right now, my cheek on this side is normal, but this cheek on this side is blew the fuck up. My hand is normal, but this hand is swole. It's weird, but it's cool. So again, subscribe, comment. All our links are going to be at the bottom of the description. I want you guys to add us to Instagram, add us on YouTube, and I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.